Hey everybody, I'm Griffin, and this is Theta, and this is a death battle! No, that's not our intro. Welcome to Stone-Faced Reactions, where we watch videos and then don't react to them whatsoever. Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stone-Faced Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're here to spin the wheel and just see what we get. It could be a death battle, it could be a superpower beatdown, it could be more death battle. It could also be death battle. And it's none of those. It's Birds of Prey versus Suicide
So you
Squad.
literally had like three things to say, and you doubled back on a thing you'd already said. That's your third one?
I thought it would be funny because there's only two chances for it to happen. I was like, nah, there's no way it's going to happen.
You see the surface area of each one of
I
those
do,
and
I
how
do.
some of them are bigger than others?
That is true.
Yes, because
However,
increased chance with more
it is
surface area.
still less likely. So let's see. So what is
Real
this gonna
rivalries.
be? Real rivalries.
Movie comparison.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if it comes up on the search. I'll have to do more there. Alright, but I did lose, so it is my choice once again, it seems. So what am I going to pick? Which Suicide Squad is this? Is this the new one or the older one? Hmm. And what is Birds of Prey anyway?
So you're coming into this super informed, is what I'm
I
hearing.
am I'm super informed today, everybody. what do you got, Theta? What is this? What
Well, I got
what
what?
is
I'm
Birds
still
of
waiting for
Prey?
you to pick.
Oh, okay, fine. I guess I'm going to choose Suicide Squad and hope it's the good one.
Well, I mean, both of them were enjoyable.
I definitely think the newer one is a lot better constructed than the older one. Not that they're not fun to watch,
Oh,
but
shit,
that
yeah,
one is
right,
definitely yeah.
right. I forgot about the other one.
Yeah. There
I
we
think
go.
in my head I'm mixing Peacekeeper with Suicide Squad.
Hmm.
It's making the whole series into a movie in my head.
Fair, fair.
So you're leaving me with
Yeah.
Birds of Prey,
Yep, you got Birds of Prey. So,
otherwise known as the glorious emancipation of one Harley Quinn.
oh, well, that sounds fun.
I'm sorry, I actually watch movies, Griff.
You actually watched them. All right, what have you got to say in favor of Birds of Prey here?
It was an alright movie.
It was all right, everybody. Official Theta rating right there. It
Well,
was
the
all
problem
right.
is that I can't tell if we're comparing against the first Suicide Squad or the second. If it's the
Yeah, I'm.
first Suicide Squad, then I'd say Birds of Prey is better. If it's the
Hmm.
second Suicide Squad, then Birds of Prey is not better.
All right, so we got our sliding scale.
But
So it seems things definitely got better with time, at
I
least.
would say that Birds of Prey is more fairly compared against the first Suicide Squad than the
Hmm.
second one. In which case, if that is the case, then Birds of Prey or the Glorious Emancipation of One Harley Quinn is the better movie. It has
Hmm.
a more succinct plot, more enjoyable jokes and characters. Uh,
Benefits from having focus.
well, it also has the entire Birds of Prey. Well, yeah, it has the entire Birds of Prey that I'm aware of anyway.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know that they're. Uh, some of them aren't represented the way that I'm used to seeing them. Like one of them, I think, is
Understandable.
a. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking. I was trying to remember her now. Uh, shit, we've seen her in a previous Dead Battle. She does the Sonic Scream. Names are
Black
escaping me, but
Canary.
yeah, their version of Black Canary. I don't mind the race change and everything like that. That's fine. I don't give a
Hmm.
shit. I don't particularly care for the lounge singing Black Canary though, which isn't so much the. I mean, I like the Black Canary that runs a bar, Black Canary,
Hmm.
or any of the other. Uh, I don't care for. I'm just a singer in a lounge. Have to listen to. Well, I can't remember his name now either. Black Skull. Not my favorite version. I mean, I like that
Theta doesn't like music. No fun.
they were
We got.
loyal to Renee Montoya, having her as a detective, because that's the
Mhm.
Renee Montoya that I'm aware of, who later on becomes the Question 2, I want to say? Because I think the Question was originally that other dude who
We're
was like a
getting the
reporter.
Question movie. That's what I want.
Um, yeah, no, everybody that I'm aware of, almost everybody. I can't remember if certain people were in it or not.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, Birds of Prey, superior to Suicide Squad, the first incarnation.
Yeah. So I guess we'll have to see which one we get then. As far as Suicide Squad goes, the first one is kind of interesting just for basically being throwing a bunch of superhero people against like a big threat. Okay, that's fun. Number two actually has like a good through line with like the Ratcatcher to Peacemaker's kind of journey versus what what was the other guy called? Killshot? I don't know. They make fun that there's literally 50 people in the DC universe who all have the exact same power set of perfect mercenary.
Yeah,
So
Dad
of
was
course I'm
abusive when
forgetting
I
them.
was a child, and like you said, you're very unique. You're just saying my backstory.
Nope, my backstory's better.
My bullets are bigger.
But yeah, I think each character in Suicide Squad 2 actually gets like their own individual through line and something that kind of pays off on it.
You
So
know
I think that ends
why?
up being fun.
The one reason why Suicide Squad 2 was not better than
Oh.
Birds of Prey was what they did to Boomerang. Captain Boomerang.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
A
Well,
real waste of the character. For no reason other than to call back to the first movie.
at at some point you have to question why is a guy with a boomerang here?
Captain Boomerang can take a paperclip, fold it up, and take people out with it. All the thing
Which I
has
wish
to.
they showed off more often. That way, we don't have the Aquaman scenario of, oh, he just talks to fish. Oh, he just throws a boomerang.
Well, I know he does it in the animated movies. I don't know if he does it in The Flash. But
Right.
it's something that he does. Anything that's boomerang shaped, which means that he can just make a boomerang out of anything.
At some point, it's basically a mutant power.
Well, I mean, no more mutant power than like Deadshot or whatever.
If it has to be specifically a boomerang and then he suddenly is amazing, then it's a superpower.
No,
That's
I
my
mean,
opinion.
again, no more superpower than what was it, Africa that they use boomerangs for hunting,
Hmm.
or was it Australia?
It's Australia.
Right. I mean, no more different than taking out an animal with an actual boomerang.
Hmm.
Its trajectories. Dead shots good with bullets, because bullets have straight trajectory and ricochet and whatnot. Captain Boomerang's good with boomerangs, because it's a specific type of weapon.
Hmm.
It has nothing to do with mutant powers. Also, wrong universe.
I know, but still. So I guess let's see how much Captain Boomerang we get this time.
With the recent drop of Suicide Squad, I thought it would be fun
Shit.
to reflect on some of the other Harley Quinn movies that I guess feature other
Oh,
characters.
looks like it's the first
It's a
Suicide
battle
Squad.
of CG sky beams, bedazzled shades,
So it is.
terrible dialogue,
What, we some kind of Suicide Squad?
glass-shattering vocals, and
blah 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 blah.
yeah. It's Birds of Prey versus Suicide Squad on Real Rivalries.
So I'm gonna win.
Yep, definitely. It's been a while since I've actually seen the original one, so let's see what all the
It's
terrible
very
parts
easy
of it
to
were.
make fun of a film like Suicide Squad. That's it.
Oh, he's having fun.
That's the full statement. It features many high and low points, whereas Birds of Prey is much more consistent throughout. Never amazing, but never truly terrible. It's like breakfast at McDonald's.
It's an
You know
alright
what you're
movie.
gonna get. Now the aftermath of that said breakfast, that's another conversation altogether.
I'd pay $1 for the
What I don't really feel like
movie.
jumping into. Speaking of breakfast, how glorious does that egg sandwich look in Birds of Prey? The cinematography is
Not on the
downright
ground,
stunning
it's
at
not.
times. At others, it's borderline Batman and Robin. Suicide Squad has a darker, grittier vibe that appears to have been wildly mucked with in post-production, complete with obnoxious overlays and out-of-place radio hits. We don't do that here.
I don't know. I think the
I'm so
soundtrack was
bothered
pretty
that
good for the
Eminem's
first Suicide
Without Me
Squad.
was edited so poorly.
Especially if you were
but
just making
thankfully
it
it's gone
for a
quickly,
soundtrack.
And we're off to the next 20 songs off the Now That's What I Call Suicide Squad album. All that noise
They
aside,
threw all of
there's
those
still
into
some
the
great visuals,
movie
especially in
just
the
to make a
flashback
soundtrack
Joker
out of it to
montage.
sell. Also,
Birds of Prey has the playful font treatments and music as well.
I mean, I'm gonna
but it
put That's What I
blends in
Call
with the look of the
Suicide
film
Squad
so
right
much
next to
better.
That's What I Call
Clearly
Weeber.
planned out appropriately ahead of time instead of driven by studio interference. Release the Ayer cut. Actually, don't. I don't think I could handle any more Jared Leto Joker. These are, of course, subjective opinions. Plenty of
Probably the
fans
most
love this
contentious
version of the
Joker out
character.
there, really.
The fact that he felt so shoehorned into this is the real problem, and I know there's tons of footage left on the cutting room floor. It also shouldn't take a movie 3 helicopter and plane crashes to get our heroes in the right destination. Nonsensical plot aside, the movie runs really fast. Stuff is always happening. It's like ADD, the movie. There's plenty of action, comedy,
it was all
fan
bar scene when
service,
nothing
and
happened.
explosions to keep your attention. Birds of Prey is a bit slower moving, as it
I
tries
think
to
the
build
bar
up an
scene actually
actual
had a
plot
point
and
of like
character
actually trying to
backstories.
focus
And
the
believe it
movie
or not,
down
there are
on
more than a
like
couple
what is
throwaway
going down
sentences
right
by
now
Red
and what the
Flag.
characters need to do.
hey, guess
And
what,
why they're
Griff? A point can be slow moving.
Traps the souls of its victims.
The slower pace aside,
But I'm
there's
saying
still
it's
plenty of fun to be
essential.
had here.
Without it, I don't
Gratuitous
think the
fight
entire
scenes,
movie
raunchy
works.
dialogue,
Hey, Griff,
beautiful
essential
food
points
porn,
can be
and
slow
a cool
moving.
CG hyena named Bruce. Plus, we can't forget that strong female empowerment message that's bashed so hard over your head, you might start hating yourself for being a man. Well, the joke's on you, Harley. I hated myself long before seeing your film.
Ah, see.
Long before. Birds of Prey gets the win here. Mainly so people won't call me sexist. I'm fragile. If you're looking for a wide range of
Bryce better
demented,
characters.
unsavory characters with little regard for personal hygiene or general well-being, you head to
Hell, the
Walmart.
villain's more fun,
You
too.
watch Suicide Squad for the murderous, quirky villains. Here's a quick roll call.
Oh yeah, I
for
forgot
you.
about the Killer Croc
Deadshot,
costume.
not to be confused with Deadpool, Deathstroke, or Slade. Captain Useless, Sad Sword Lady, Dad Bod Croc, Slip Not Gonna Live Long, the one that got away, Dance Dance Revolution, Sons of Arson, and of course, the Clown Prince himself, Joker Leto.
I am not someone who is loved.
You know how he can tell he's damaged? He's got it tattooed across his forehead.
Gasp.
Blink and you'll miss a cameo by The Flash, along with Batfleck, beating up a man in front of his daughter in an alleyway. Some good optics right there. There are like half a dozen other characters in this, none of which get near enough time to flesh out any sort of real development. I think Amanda Waller is the main protagonist since she starts randomly narrating, but we hardly see her. It's a case of too
She's
many
the
great
primary
actors with not enough to
mover,
do.
but yeah, she's
Birds
not
of Prey,
there.
Why would you
Spock
bring
for
up
short,
Amanda
as I
Waller
refer to it for that one
and then
time only,
complain that
has a
she's on the
smaller
screen time,
roster
but
with
mention
focus more squarely
Blink and
put
you'll
on
miss
Harley
some
Quinn.
Flash.
A wise move, considering how well she was received by pretty much everyone who saw Suicide Squad. Margot seems more sure of herself this time too, really leaning into that character accent. I will, however, miss her more tasteful attire in Suicide Squad, which unfortunately has been replaced with what appears to be trash, taken from the back of a Spencer's parking lot dumpster.
Yeah, no, that's pretty
Joining
Harley Quinn.
on her fantabulous emancipation of whatever that stupid title was are a few Birds of Prey. We have Black Canary, who will use her special scream ability exactly one time in combat. Crossbow Killer, no nonsense cop lady, and Cassandra Cain, who I'm told becomes Batgirl at some point. She's seen here sitting on the toilet, shooting out a large diamond.
She's clearly not doing anything on the
Humble
toilet.
beginnings.
She's
The main villain
duct
is Roman,
taped.
also known as Black Mask. He has a Hannibal Lecter
call him Black
complex
Skull for
going
some
on,
reason.
having henchmen remove people's faces.
Your face off.
Of the land.
This is a tough one, because although Suicide Squad gave us Margot Robbie's Harley, they also gave us Jared Leto's Joker. Birds of Prey has a more focused set of characters, but none of them come even close to Quinn. Since variety is the spice of life, I'm giving this round to Suicide Squad.
wah wah.
Should see that at the bottom.
Interesting.
Also, I would have to say that Black Canary only using her scream once in the
Touched
fight
on Suicide Squad
is very
not
much the
making a
character
lick of
still.
sense, but
She's a martial artist. She doesn't scream
here
all
for
the fucking
spectacle.
time.
As long as the characters are enjoyable and there's plenty of great action, I'm sold. The good news is, there's a lot of action. Bad news, not great. The same can be said, and is as a matter of fact being said right now, about Birds of Prey. The Harley solo fights are all on point, and you can really see the John Wick team's contributions to the film. Watching her beat the living shit out of thugs during a cocaine-fueled blitz absolutely dwarfs the elevator sequence in Suicide Squad. Will Smith Wild Westing a bunch of zombie things definitely looks cool, but dear God, that CG El Diablo is horrific. Suicide Squad again keeps things punchy, so we have a smattering of different flavors. A subway tear. Chopper
There are actually a
trouble,
whole lot of fights in Suicide Squad, aren't there?
Interesting. Even with
Yeah, but the
Batman
whole movie
there,
kinda
it's not
sucked
as
so
cool
bad
as
you
Harley
forgot
flipping
to
around
get
cars
it
and
all.
motorcycles via rollerblades. I do think the Funhouse fight falls into Joel
Yeah, it is
Schumacher
definitely a question of
territory,
which
but then you
fight
have
do you
the
actually
Prison
remember
Rumble
in
and
Suicide
police
Squad
precinct
that's not
attack
just
that
the
make
final
up for it.
encounter.
This round's for the birds.
I don't remember the final encounter.
This, they're all
As the
forgettable.
expression goes, one man's trash is another man's Suicide Squad. Birds of Prey had a more focused narrative, an enjoyable lead, and a better overall presentation, therefore making it the winner. I've given you my take, and now I want to hear yours. Leave a comment with your winner, like the video if you had some fun, and I'll see you next week on another Real Rivalries. And as for the David Ayer cut, you know what? Pitch the thing to Quibi. Get it on their crappy platform. They could put the thing in black and white. Give it that phone aspect ratio. It'll be deemed a brilliant piece of art. I don't see the downside here. It's a win-win.
Yeah,
for
you know,
everyone.
perfect movie making right there.
There's
Just
a flashback in Suicide Squad.
Make it
as he's
vertical.
Harley wearing her classic Batman the Animated Series outfit.
well,
We
it
get a
was
similar
exactly as we
fashion
thought.
sense at the end of
The
Birds
order
of
of
Prey.
operations is literally
Listen, I'm a
Suicide
sad
Squad
man
1,
with very
Birds
little
of
to look
Prey,
forward to
Suicide
DCEU.
Squad 2.
Give me
We're
Margot
just complete
Robbie in
agreement.
the animated Harley Quinn suit stat. Quit playing games with my heart.
Any
Sorry.
final thoughts?
Oh, I was literally trying to listen past you to what he was saying. I know that's not what we're supposed to be doing here. We're supposed to be reacting to one another. But literally, he was talking about Margot Robbie and her classic Harley Quinn outfit. That I really wanted to hear what he had to say about it.
Yeah, I'd kind of dig seeing that too.
Well, that's what he was talking about.
Yeah,
So-
but I guess everyone who makes movies are allergic to the classic costume kind of designs, which
Marvel's
on one
not.
hand makes sense because it's hard to make them not look like Halloween costumes. On the other hand, there's definitely a lot of misses out there.
Marvel's not. Marvel gives them their classic look.
Debatable.
Oh, the video.
They are definitely different.
What's your example?
My example, Hawkeye.
No, Hawkeye just dresses like a dude. Most of the
Hawkeye
time.
dresses up in a huge purple Robin Hood outfit.
Not
that
all
looks...
the time. Hawkeye's solo series, he's just a dude that lives in an apartment.
Right. So
Oh, I'm glad it came back to so, because I thought you were, like, it still continued talking through my friends.
I did like 10 seconds of talking, then realized, wait a second, you furry.
Yeah, no, I did 5 seconds, because I launched into a whole thing, and then it was like, shit, and now we're frozen.
All right.
So-
do you want to do your whole thing?
No, we should probably do the cutoff thing. It's just that, when I come back from the freeze and I catch, like, your last word, I was like, what if he kept going? So, like, if I come back to you, so that is why I think.
All right. So we're just gonna do the outro then and cut it in, right?
Yeah. Well, I'll
right.
probably cut off wherever I stopped because I think I hit a mark before I froze that I could probably just.
Perfect. Okay. So let's go ahead and do it. All right, and I guess that's everything that we have here for this episode of Stoneface Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we'll catch you all next time. See you, everybody. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?